other than that, he was...
That's fire. I would have had one of those records where he was like, what, 13 and 0? Like clean slate. I still give a man his flowers because overall that's dope. That's like a really, really huge accomplishment.
Yeah, he paved the way for people.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 50K. And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
running 26.2 miles barefoot. Now imagine running that same marathon distance on cobblestone. Sounds impossible, right? What?
We ran, hey, now listen, this is different because I ain't running that long barefooted. But we did run like sprints on a concrete street when we was young with our shoes off. We thought it made us faster.
Right.
You did it, right?
I did.
Yeah, like feet was feeling great afterwards. We never thought twice about it. But that was just like a thing we did. Felt like Sonic or something. But this is
not on cobblestone. I can just imagine. Hurting your feet.
Well, that's exactly what ABEBE Bikila from Ethiopia accomplished at the 1960 Olympic Marathon. And in the process of winning this Olympic gold medal, he set the marathon world record with a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 16 seconds. This is without question one of the most special and inspirational moments in Olympic history. But this performance meant so much more than just a marathon victory, as Bikila's world record was Ethiopia's very first Olympic gold medal ever. Before Bikila, Ethiopia, Kenya, and most African nations had very little presence in the Olympic Games. However, because of Bikila, who is considered one of the original pioneers of distance running, both Ethiopia and Kenya have been dominant forces over many distance running events since the 1960s. On top of this incredible performance in the 1960 Olympics, Bikila was the first athlete to successfully defend his Olympic marathon title as he won the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo, again in world record time. In a very similar fashion to Eliud Kipchoge, who is the current world record holder in the marathon, Bikila won 12 out of the 13 marathons that he finished. The only marathon that he failed to win was the 1963 Boston Marathon, where he placed 5th. But other than that, he was...
That's fire. I would have had one of those records where he was like, what, 13 and 0? Like clean slate. I still give a man his flowers because overall that's dope. That's like a really, really huge accomplishment.
Yeah, he paved the way for people. I wonder why he went barefoot though. I want to know the story behind that one.
Undefeated over the 26.2 mile distance. One question that was on my mind was what it feels like to run barefoot. So instead of just thinking about it, I decided to go try it for myself. So the first question I want to try and answer is what it feels like to run barefoot on concrete. Now, I'm going to be running on the road here just outside of my house, and I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible. So I'm going to run at 5 minutes and 9 seconds per mile. Now, Bikila did this for 26.2 miles, so I should be able to last maybe a mile, maybe 400 meters. I actually don't know how this is going to go, so I'm just going to put the camera down and get on the road and see how it goes. Wish me luck.
The pain is real.
Well guys, that was a massive failure. 33.5 seconds, 6 minutes and 11 seconds per mile.
Yeah, he looked like he lives in a nice, decent neighborhood, so I say that was to the stop sign. 100%.
And he walked back.
Yeah, 100%. One of them walks.
I didn't even make it 0.1 miles, so that's not easy. Well guys, that was a massive failure. My feet aren't actually in too bad of shape. They definitely hurt, so I do not recommend this. Do not do this, especially if you're like me and you've never run really on your bare feet before. But I think it's worth mentioning that a lot of East Africans grew up not wearing shoes and running shoeless. So that definitely develops some calluses in the bottom of your feet, gives you a lot more resilience than what I have, so be smart about this. Do not go out running and start bleeding for no reason. One thing I did notice when I was running barefoot was when I landed much more toward the front of my foot. I think I did this because I knew it was going to hurt, but I also wanted to minimize the impact that I had when I landed. Luckily, I put a slow-motion camera on the ground and I could see exactly how my foot landed, and I was quite surprised to see just how forward I was landing on my foot. So yes, it is extremely difficult to run really any distance without shoes. It's probably a lot more easy on the track, and especially the grass, but either way, Bikila's performance is legendary, and it's hard to imagine running a marathon on the roads like that. Next, let's take a break from my terrible attempts to run barefoot, and let's look at Bikila's running form. What I've really come to appreciate from Bikila is how relaxed he is when he runs. Notice how his arms and his legs move in such a fluid motion, and there really is no lost energy here. He kind of has this little shuffle going on, as there's not much of a powerful knee drive or a butt kick when he runs. However, this kind of makes his performances all the more impressive because he's running at close to 5-minute pace per mile, and he makes it look extremely easy. It also seems as though he just barely heel strikes, but it's honestly nothing that would cause him issues as he's clearly rolling his foot well under the center of his body when he hits full impact. Another characteristic that I really think might be the most important part of his running is his focus. When he's running here, he's almost expressionless. He's clearly deep in focus, and he finds this incredibly profound rhythm. It's honestly mesmerizing to watch. After Bikila's reign as a marathon powerhouse, he tragically became paralyzed after a car crash in 1969. Although he never regained the use of his legs, Bikila did manage to participate in wheelchair archery as well as table tennis. Although these accomplishments are bittersweet, it shows the very optimistic personality of Bikila that should not go unnoticed. Only 4 years after his car crash, Bikila sadly passed away at the young age of 41. Because of his amazing accomplishments in the marathon and his enduring spirit, he received a state funeral, and the emperor at the time declared the day a national day of mourning. Without Bikila, the legendary runners such as Kenenisa Bekele, Tirunesh Dibaba, Haile Gebrselassie, and countless other Ethiopians may very well have found other paths away from running. The overall influence of ABEBE Bikila is very difficult to describe, but one thing is for certain: his Olympic performances in 1960 and 1964 will never be forgotten.
Man, that's hard, man. And I'm glad he ended it like that, because that was going to be my question. How have he, who have he impacted, like truly impacted in Ethiopia? Like, is there any memorials or stands about him that you guys have up today to represent him, you know?
Yeah.
But obviously, though, there's a lot of, track runners to this day that still represents him.
Yeah, he paved the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. We would love to see more of his track meets. That's what you would call it?
Yeah, track meets. Track meets.
We would love to see more of that. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Thank you for telling us about them, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.